Copper is currently trading at approximately $6 per pound, with today's range expected to move between 589 and 612. On the forecast side, prices are projected to average around 618 per pound through May, before pulling back to around 579 in June, then climbing steadily toward the $7 range by late 2026 and potentially reaching 750 by April 2027. This is the Sybertrader Copper Update, sponsored by TCU29. TCU29 is a first-of-its-kind RWA copper token, fully collateralized by in-ground, independently verified copper reserves, and pegged directly to the real-time price per pound of copper. By tokenizing real in-ground copper reserves, it gives investors pure copper price correlation, instant liquidity, and long-term intrinsic value, making it a modern and superior hedge against global copper volatility. Learn more at tcu29.io and trade on centralized exchanges Femex or Bitmart. Now let's get into the big story. China just dropped a bombshell on the global copper market, and the shockwaves are being felt from Santiago to Kinshasa. Bloomberg first reported it on April 10th, with Mining.com, S&P Global Platts, and Mining Digital all picking it up. China is halting exports of sulfuric acid starting in May, hitting metals industries already strained by the Iran war. Here's why this is a massive deal for copper. Sulfuric acid is a critical input for heap leach copper extraction, and Chile, the world's #1 copper producer, buys over 1 million tons of it from China every year. About a fifth of all Chilean copper output depends on that acid. Making matters worse, the Iran war and the effective closure of the Strait of Hormuz have already sent sulfur prices up 70%, and Chilean acid prices have jumped 44% in just 1 month. Goldman Sachs estimates up to 200,000 tons of Chilean copper production is now at risk, about 1% of global supply. S&P Global analyst Yuya Pan warned the ban could directly impact copper cathode output in Chile, and Ivanhoe Mines co-chairman Robert Friedland posted on April 12th that some producers have less than 30 days of sulfuric acid supply on hand. BHP, Anglo American, and Freeport-McMoRan are all exposed. Companies are scrambling for alternative sources, but those fixes take time and capital, leaving near-term output vulnerable. The bottom line: a war in the Middle East, a Chinese export ban, and a copper market already stretched thin. This is a supply crisis stacking on top of a supply crisis. That's your Sybertrader Copper Update. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe for the latest news on copper.